We now turn our attention to Egypt, where army rulers have imposed a curfew in a district in the capital, Cairo. This follows violent clashes yesterday between troops and protesters that killed one soldier and injured hundreds of people. The fierce street battles are now throwing the country's upcoming presidential election into turmoil. Egypt's army rulers imposed an overnight curfew in the streets around the defense ministry in Cairo. In a televised statement, Major General Mukhtar al-Mullah, a member of the military council, warned that those involved in or instigating violence would be arrested. Yesterday, crowds calling for an immediate end to military rule began hurling projectiles and insults at the soldiers sent to defend the ministry after 11 people were killed in fighting on Wednesday. The army fired water cannon and tear gas as riot police pushed back the crowds with batons. The violence has thrown the May 23rd presidential election into chaos now that the two front-runners and several candidates have suspended their campaigns to protest against the military's handling of the situation. Thousands of demonstrators remain en masse in Cairo's Tahrir Square. Protesters include the powerful Muslim Brotherhood and ultra-conservative Islamists known as Salafis, who spearheaded last year's mass rallies that ousted Hosni Mubarak. At least one soldier was killed and more than 370 people were injured. The Committee to Protect Journalists maintains 18 journalists were assaulted, injured, or arrested while covering the Cairo clashes. Anger at the ruling military council continues to fester as protesters accuse the generals of using oppressive measures to maintain a degree of power after the presidential election and handover of authority.